Hi, I'm Becky Norton, and I'm here at the Spirit of 76 Museum. Thanks for tuning in today. Also with us is Jenny Arntz, who is the director of Main Street Wellington. And you saw her fingers there. Usually she's the behind-the-scenes kind of gal. We are on the second floor of the museum, which is our military area. And today we are focusing on more stories with Gordon Greene, my favorite uncle. And as you can see, we have a wall here that is dedicated to our service people, or some of the Wellington and surrounding areas service people who were in World War II. We also have things from the Civil War. We have World War I and Vietnam War. So we're very proud of the people in our town and surrounding areas who have fought for our freedoms. So Uncle Gordon, we had talked a little bit previously about your stint in the military during World War II, and you had a few more stories you wanted to tell us. So.
Well, I was going to tell you, after the war ended, of course, things changed. We didn't have to keep the windows blocked every night, didn't have to wear our steel helmets anymore. They were a heavy old thing to keep on your head. But anyway, we went back to a little town called Kulmbach.
Okay.
And it was, I don't know, but anyway, they didn't destroy it. I don't think they ever dropped a bomb on it. So that town was in nice shape, and we really kind of enjoyed Germany there. Didn't have to worry about the war anymore, but we had a castle way up on the hill. We had to go check it every day to make sure they wasn't hiding out in there.
Oh, yeah.
And
did you find anybody?
Nope.
Okay.
Thank goodness. We had to put the cheap in four-wheel drive to get up it. It was pretty steep. But anyway, that was the type of thing we did there. And so we had nice rooms there. I think it was an old apartment building, and of course it didn't have a shower. That's one thing we missed was a shower. But they had bathhouses. You had to go down the street to a bathhouse.
Now, were the people there happy that you were there?
Oh yeah. Yeah, they were glad to see us.
Good.
Do anything that we wanted. So, what was I going to tell you about that? Something I don't know. You said. Oh, it was kind of funny. We were down to Hilton Head once, and my wife I was out walking. She was visiting with people, and pretty quick she was hollering, wanting me to come back. So I went back, and this couple was from Leipzig.
Oh wow.
Yeah, or Kulmbach.
Kulmbach, yes, Kulmbach.
And so I couldn't talk to them because they couldn't talk English and we couldn't talk German, but we nodded our head a lot. So, but anyway, then we after it wasn't too long, they decided that some of us had to come back home and take training to go to Japan to end the war over there. So at the time, I thought I wasn't very fortunate, but it turned out I was very fortunate.
Yes,
because when I got back, they dropped a bomb. We were just docking in New York when they dropped a bomb. So we got off, and they fed us a steak dinner, and it was very good. And then we come home. We had 30-day leave. So
did Aunt Ira meet you there, or?
She was in the hospital with a baby.
Oh. We won't even go into that.
No. Yeah, he was born on August 4th. And I think I got home a couple days later than that. And I got home in time to come home from the hospital with her.
Good.
Nice.
Good.
Yeah.
That's neat.
Of course, back then, you know, she had cesarean, had to bring her home in an ambulance, and couldn't do anything. Oh my goodness! So, but we got along. We made it.
Well, that's good. What was I going to ask you? Something else, but I don't know. Did you think it was it difficult for you to come back to such a small place after you'd been to Europe and seen all of those things?
Nope. I was so happy to be back. I didn't care what happened. I just.
Did you keep in contact with any of the guys that you were with?
Well, you know, I tried to, and I did a couple of them. One of them, my sergeant, he lived in Mears, Michigan.
Okay.
So Ira and I made a trip up there, and that's when they first noticed they had an attraction. They had those, what do they call them, big sand dunes?
Oh, yes, yes.
Yeah, of course, they didn't have anybody out riding up and down them. Now that's a big deal to go
Sure
get on a
is.
sand dune.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was just a little town. They had a little newspaper about that big. And Hilary says, after we'd been there about 10 minutes, she says, I think that everybody in town knows that there's people here from out of state.
Sounds a little bit like Wellington.
Yeah, pretty much.
So we had a nice visit with them. We didn't stay all night, but we visited all the rest of the afternoon. And then he passed away, I forget how many years afterwards. And I called up the number I had, and a daughter answered and says, oh, I remember you when you were here.
Oh, that was neat.
So, and let's see, did I meet any other one or not? I tried to find a guy in Kentucky, but the address he gave me, I think he didn't want to see anybody, so he gave us a false address.
Well, it's probably a little bit harder for you being a replacement. You didn't start and finish with the same group of people that the earlier guys would have done. So.
And then when we got back, seeing they dropped the bomb, they didn't know what to do with us. And I don't know how many of us that they were going to train to go to Japan.
Right. Yeah.
But they decided they didn't need to train us, but they loaded us up. No, they didn't load us up. We walked everywhere. I forgot. But they say, get some books or whatever you want. We're going out in the woods, so we'd go out and get in the shade, Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. And they'd bring us lunch, and then about 3:30 they'd come out and said, time to come in. So that's all we did for 2 months.
Oh my!
Of course, then I come back to Camp Campbell, Kentucky, did the same thing, and then they finally said, well, it's time to get you guys out of here.
So they were just holding you in case they needed you for Japan, or
they didn't know what to do with us.
Oh, why didn't they just say go home?
Well, they finally did.
Yeah,
it took them a couple, 3 months.
I guess that's the government for you.
I got out 1st of March, I think. So we were certainly glad to get out.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you coming and talking to us today.
Well, it's been my pleasure. It's nice. I really appreciate this nice museum, everything that's in it, and you know, I know a lot of the pictures around and stuff, and it's very interesting. So people should come and see it.
Well, we'll have to have you come once we finally get open again, and then you can tell people about things. Because I know all of the farm equipment upstairs. You'll be able to tell people what it is.
Well, there's some farmers up there.
Yes, there is.
Yes. Grandpa gave quite a bit.
He did. There's some thing, the cheese drying rack is upstairs too, and the stencil from Henry Wood. So that's for another day. Actually, I think we already looked at the stencil when we did the butter video. So, well, thank you again, and hopefully we'll get you to come for another video.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.